the more time you can spend with your clients, interfacing and coordinating and organizing, but at the same time, having all of the procedural aspects of the project being taken care of, the better off you're going to be as a company, but also the more organized you're going to be, and then the better client experience they're going to have. So I'll give you an example. I didn't know where to go with it because it was a deep dive into something that probably would have taken me down a hole, but I'll touch a bit at the top. We're working with this company called Raven. Now you can't find them online yet, but it is an AI-based company that is building the ability for individual project management companies or construction companies to track each individual cost by QR code directly from the supplier. And they will classify those individual purchases, even if you buy them all in one shot, even if you buy them all as a bulk, it doesn't make a difference, into the buckets of each job. Well, why would you spend so much time to do that? Well, because an accountant has to do it. And if you're by yourself, you got to do it. And one of the things that's extremely important, at least in construction, is each job has a budget. And if you start to go over that budget and you don't know, but you're just looking at your bank account and be like, oh, I've got like 200 grand in my account, or I got $100,000. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And I got 4 jobs on the go. But that 2 of those jobs have gone over budget, but you don't know that because you're not up to date on your books and you don't even know where you've gone overboard. You're bankrupt and you don't even know it. You're going to finish these jobs and have no money left. And if you're living on that job, on those jobs, and you don't keep selling, you're constantly in the hole, but you won't know it till 3 months later. Whereas this program will tell you exactly where you are from a budget perspective at all times on that job. So you know if you've gone over, even on, let's say, carpentry or on framing or on whatever the bucket category that you've put in, even just by buying a $3 set of screws that you need to apply for that for the job, that will tell you instantly if you've gone over budget. Now you know in the middle of your job, oh my God, I'm over budget here. I've got to right my ship. But that also allows you to be able to figure out where you sit financially on those projects so that you can budget your life so you're not so stressed out. Therefore, you can provide a better customer experience because you're not so stressed out and you know how much time you can apply to each project yourself. That's just one aspect.
Yeah, so you're getting a real-time information and then you're getting a visibility into the critical data what you need to make some decisions.
But I'm kind of glazing over the aspect of the program. But what I'm intending to say is that each business should strive to be able to look for its best capabilities that are available, to constantly look for that business's ability to increase its proficiency, which will ultimately always increase the return on your investment based on your ability to perform at your highest level for your client's experience. And I think that's what I meant by saying that. Now that's an AI tool and it will be available it just finished its MVP and probably be available for actual use in about a year. We've been using it now for a year and a half, helping this company build it, but it's changed our business because it allows us to be able to run realistically up to 20 jobs, 25 jobs at a time, because we know where every dollar is being allocated and there's not a misplaced dollar anywhere. That allows for a better client experience. It also allows us to forecast, which is huge. And by being able to forecast, you can budget. By budgeting, you can borrow. You can then also look at your company and you can see where you're going to be in a year from now and strategize that on how many employees you need to have, how many PMs do we need to have, what's our job quotas, where do we go, which now allows you to be able to hire sales and marketing VPs or interior design VPs or architectural VPs. And you can now expand your business, which is what's allowed me to now focus not just on my company. And there's a lot of guys that you see them advertised, stop focusing on your company, but focusing on your company. I forget the saying. It's like,
yeah, working on a business instead of working in a business.
There you go. That's the saying. So that will allow you to do that because you can start to build your company. So now you're not selling anymore. Now you're not on the tools anymore. Now you're not doing, the manual labor anymore. Now you're not running crews anymore. Now you're strategizing your business from either bi-weekly or monthly or quarterly projections. And you can do that because there's tools out there that allow you to do it, which changes your ability to build your business. And then where I'm at now is I'm focusing on technology that will increase the efficiency of our already existing efficiencies. Start getting into things like 3D printing. We start getting into things like water supply management on buildings. So now you're, bringing in products which are state of the art, top of the line. Like our company just purchased from Construction 3D the first fully mobile printer to print houses in Canada. We're the only company that owns this right now. And we've also got the only training course in the world that I know of right now that trains people on how to use 3D printed products and how to build wall systems in combination with a modular wall system. We've built that because we know that we want to be able to save the 30% time. We also know we want to save cost. We also want a better product. Well, that's out there. But if we can deliver those, of which we've got 2 projects that we're getting ready to deliver, one's on Eileen and another one's on Kipling. One's a 6-story structure that will potentially have 40 units in it, and we're building a YouTube show around this, and I'll explain to you in a bit. The other one's on Eileen, and it's a 6-plex, and we're going to be focusing on low-income housing and its ability to provide that at a cost-effective solution to build, which allows other builders to look at this and say, hey man, this is a great idea. How much did you build this for? Wow. We're looking at, trying to save, up to that 30% in cost and 30% in time, which will also save you money. That's really where we're starting to focus our projections.